Alright. Hopefully this will work. The game freeze. Oh my god. It's okay. It's okay. Why did the fucking game freeze now? Jesus Christ. Oh fuck. Oh god, I don't want to.
I can't read that. What with?
No. Wow. Okay, thanks. Game. Best defense is a good offense, at least against anything non-human. Its uses to parry enemies or monster attacks. It's better to keep the foe at bay with well-aimed blows, and then launch a surprise combination attack. Of course, only experienced fighters can combine their moves. If you become a master in the art of battle, you can even use several combinations.
Hey, you! Can you tell me anything about this stone tablet?
First I suspected it might be a magical artifact, but I finally concluded that it is not of any great significance. I have not been able to decode the meaning of this tablet entirely, but it seems to concern the history of a very old culture. If you want the tablet, it's yours. I have no use for it.
Hey, so I have no idea if you were waiting on me, because I was waiting on you. Because I misread your last message for whatever reason. I think because I'm like out of it. Anyway, I thought you were saying you have to do one more mission. So I was waiting on you to poke me back until I reread it after half an hour. My bad. And also Green Bean's internet is not working, so I'm not doing Populous because it would feel weird to finish it without him. So I went to Gothic too.
Where exactly are we?
As I already said, near the city of Corinus. I have rebuilt my tower here.
But it's only been a few days since we last saw each other in the Valley of Mines.
The servants I summoned to build my tower have done a thorough job.
You can say that again. Where can I find better equipment?
The closest place where you can get better weapons and armor is the city of Corinus. But down in the valley you can find some healing herbs that will help you if you get injured in a fight. See the lake right in front of my tower. A secret passage leads to the valley from there.
Why is the Circle of Fire not supposed to know about you?
I used to be a high member of the Circle. Even then I suspected that demon magic might be the key to the magic barrier. But I could never have convinced the other members of the Circle to follow this path. So I left the Circle in order to study the black arts. That is a crime for which the fire magicians, the ordained of Enos, the ever good and virtuous, will accept no excuse. They are certain that I'm still alive, but they have no idea where to find me, and that's a good thing too.
So what should we do next?
We shall proceed as planned. There's no other way. You can go get yourself the Eye of Enos, and I shall keep looking for answers.
Yeah, for a reason I can't quick save in this game. That's gonna be an issue. No quick save button. Don't know how that went missing. So there's two versions of this game. There's this version I'm playing now, and then there's the modded version, which makes the game weird. I've never decided which version to do. I guess I'm just gonna do the normal version. I assume that's a preference. The modded version is supposed to make the game better, but from what little I played of it, it made it weirder. So this is normal, though I guess it might be slightly not completely normal because it's a like patched up version with some unofficial patches and whatnot. Just because I think the game otherwise would literally not run. Also, I like how he says he rebuilt the tower, but for whatever reason in this version of the tower, you can actually get to the top floor and back down without jumping and breaking your legs. So it's not really the same tower. It would have been pretty funny though if like he's like, oops, I forgot you can't, you know, jump from 10-kilometer height anymore. Guess you're fucked, boy. And he pushes you off. Yeah, the inventory I think is actually one of the things that the unofficial patches change. Because it's not how the inventory usually is. So, but I mean, it's a better inventory system, I guess. The game's pretty much almost identical to the first game, and like normally. I mean, this game came out like what, I think a year, maybe 2 years after it. Did not have a lot of time to change fundamentals. Yeah, this guy, well, maybe he just took the cages with him and brought the cages over. He wonders why people don't like him. But yeah, for example, the modded version adds a goblin that you fight here at the very beginning of the game. I'm not sure why. And the modded version made it so tough that I could never defeat this wolf, even though I tried like 10 times and I gave up. So that's as far as I played the modded version when I was trying it, because this wolf would just eat me every time. Dexterity bonus, hit point bonus, mana bonus. I mean, is it permanent dex? I'm currently at yeah. The fake hit point bonus is not actually permanent hit point bonus. Yeah, that's confusing. So one of the things I know that is like there's a few issues with this game, which is why it has like mods and whatnot to try to patch it up. This game's kind of confused because it had a release and then it had an expansion release, and the expansion tried to fix that the initial game was considered to be too easy. So the expansion makes the game harder, but it's tied in with the base game, and effectively the only version of the game you can get these days. So the only ever times I've played this game I've bounced off it. But also it did some like, oh, hey, this might be the goblin. Maybe the goblin took over. I don't know. Either way, the thing is that now it gets more expensive the higher the stats get to level them up, but potions obviously increase it by a base amount always, so the min-max way to do it is to never use the potions until after you have dumped skill points into upgrading a skill a bunch. I'm not gonna do that because hopefully I don't need to do that, and it's stupid, but point being this game might be a bit jankier than the first one. Because I feel like they kind of like tried too hard to fix stuff. Oh. I mean, to be fair, I guess that's pretty appropriate to Germans. I mean, I always play things on a way too hard difficulty too. Maybe just Hovia. It's our obsession. Quick cave though. I didn't know this was here. It's under them, I think. This cave is way bigger than I expected. I have no idea where I'm going. I wonder if like the mods change the graphics at all, because if not, this game actually looks incredibly good for such an old game. Like obviously it is aged, but I mean the amount of foliage I think really helps keep it still good looking. It's very dense. A lot of Void games usually are very sparse. Jesus. He's powering up. Oh hey, it's Lester.
Is that you? Really? Man, am I glad to see you.
Lester, how did you get here?
That was a crazy escape. After the barrier exploded, I wandered around the area for a while in total confusion. Then I spent days fighting my way through these woods until I finally found this valley here. Diego, Milton, and Gorn are still in the Valley of Mines. At least, I think so.
Why does 1 move me down? Oh, I see. So at 0? This is 0? This is 1? This is 2? What the fuck? Oh my god.
What happened?
After the Sleeper was defeated,
I guess...
the entire Brotherhood lost their minds. Without their master, they were all just empty husks.
And you? What about you?
It was the same for me. I had nightmares and even hallucinations. But once my head was more or less clear again, I ran for it. Once, I thought I saw a huge black shadow pounce on a group of fugitives and burn them all up in a giant cloud of fire. At that moment, I really thought a dragon had come to kill me.
Did you see anything else?
No. I took to my heels and ran.
I guess they mean for you to use numpad. Numpad doesn't work, so fuck that. How the fuck do they mean for you to hit 0?
I'm on my way to Corinus. What do you know about the town?
Corinus? Well, it's a seaport. Nothing special. Why do you ask?
I must go and see the paladins who are said to be in town.
Really? They won't even let you into the town. And certainly not to where the paladins are.
Do you have any suggestions how I could get into town?
I certainly do. I worked for an old alchemist named Constantino some time ago. He has great influence in the city, and he's instructed the guards at the gate to let anyone through who can sell him rare herbs. So it's quite easy, really. You collect a large bunch of the plants that grow here all over the place, and then you pretend you're working for Constantino, and in you go. But don't collect a mix of this and that. The guards aren't all that bright, and they know nothing about alchemy. The bundle needs to look good to them if you want to get through. I think that 10 specimens of the same kind of plant should do the trick.
Thanks for the hint.
How long have you been hiding out in this valley?
I don't know exactly. A week, maybe? But there's one more thing. When I came here in the evening, I took a look up on the mountain, and there were only a few trees there. And when I looked the next morning, that tower was there. I could have sworn it wasn't there before. Since then, I haven't left the valley.
You mean Zardas's tower? I knew he was powerful, but creating a tower just like that...
Zardas the necromancer? He lives in that tower? I don't know if I like that.
Don't worry. He's the one who rescued me from the Sleeper's temple. He's on our side. You need to tell Zardas about the shadow. It could be important.
You don't think it was my imagination? You mean there really was a...
Dragon, yes.
You're getting into the thick of it again, am I right?
I shouldn't say in the thick of it. Not yet.
Well, good. If it's so important, then I'll go see him. But not now. For the moment, I'm going to rest. I'm still exhausted after the escape from the penal colony. I think you've got big plans. I'll see you later at Zardas's.
I wish I literally never met this person in this game. Like, I never went down here. I didn't know you could get down here.
What do you know about the area?
If you keep going down that way, you'll come to a farm. The city starts a little way beyond that, but be careful. There's not just wolves and rats hanging around here. There's goblins and bandits, too.
Really wish I could quick save. This is a serious issue. But I'm gonna look it up right now. Interesting. I need to restart the game for that, which is a pain. Yeah, I think I do. Let's see.
What do you know about the area?
If you keep going down that way, you'll come to a farm. The city starts a little way beyond that, but be careful. There's not just wolves and rats hanging around here.
What do you know about the area?
If you keep going down that way, You'll come to a farm. The city starts a little way beyond that, but be careful. There's not just wolves and rats hanging around here. There's goblins and bandits, too.
Yeah, no, seriously. Hey man, takes it easy. He was one of the weed people. What do you expect? Also, the other thing is this game resets my resolution every time I boot it, which is also annoying. I don't know why this game gives me more trouble than but like, I can't believe that this fire effect is from release. Like, look at how good this place looks. Sensitivity is already up to max. Not for realsies. Yes. I guess I have to use my DPI adjustment. There we go. Why do I have to go into an ini file to turn on the ability to quick save? What were these times? Super secret high level tech. For whatever reason I find the voice way more annoying because I seem to never hit enemies in this game. They always stay out of my range. They don't hit me, but neither do I hit them. 10 of a kind, he said, so... Hey, strength. Duration, I don't know for what now. Nice stretch texture. Extra. Maybe eating the rat, that's pretty cool. Don't remember if I did that in the first game. Oh hey, you can't open bodies you've already looted. Those flies are anything to go by. Like in the first game, they're gonna kick my ass. Oh shit. So much for that. Yeah, though, to be fair, these are young wolves, so they're a debuffed version of wolves. Can I fight you? They did a small blood flow. I assume that I think that some of the textures or something must have been replaced. Like that looked very different from how it looked in the first game. So maybe the mod did change some graphics. At least it didn't add skull patterns to all the floors. Wow. Damn. Wait, what the fuck? The fucking lizard just... Oh, nice. Another one of these? Fucking lizard just fucking jumped down here. Unpredictable as fuck. Oh my god, is that another one? What is happening? That's bullshit, that's my EXP killing itself. What's shady websites? Hey, without that website I would have been able to run Populous. This place is like super cool though, if you consider that I didn't have to go this way. It's like the same thing that was cool in the first game. It's very exploration, but like not forced or guided. Thanks to quite 30. Damn it, 30. I should be using the club. Sup, damp squid. Thanks for the ice cream. So I found a grave, not that I know if it means anything, but I also found a sword. It's a rusty sword. I almost have it up. That said, how did this guy get here, considering that this seems to be a dead end? I don't think there's any way to get out of this little cave. I guess valley. How do I get back up? Oh shit. It's not where I meant to go. The trees are so thick I cannot see. Should start a logging company here.
Hey, you!
I'm so lost, but I think I found it. Nice clipping. So I used my fireballs, which means I can't. Otherwise I would have killed the goblins, but I don't think I can beat them. Unless I can lure them out one at one. What the For a moment that looked like a barrel. Like I thought it was a walking barrel, but it's not. Jesus Christ. The beauties of early gaming. I have almost enough healing plants, so I'm not gonna eat one because I want those. So I still block the same way I always have. Okay. Yeah, I know. Quick save is why. I can do it. I just need to believe in myself. I need to have a wall to my back. Well, this thing is not solid. Of course, the moment I stop, it hits me. I hate this game. So I leveled up. I'm at 452. I have no idea what I was at before. Wait, are you guys duplicating branches? I think they are duplicating branches. That's amazing. It added automatic like mass take once you take a few. Mana essence. Dagger. Well, I mean I can get 2 for the price of 1. Don't know if it's quite breaking the economy, so I guess I could find a goblin and give him the branch and then kill him and then I could make more. I just need a goblin farm. So, we made it like 15 feet out of the tower, and then got sidetracked. This is probably the place. I see more creatures there. I wouldn't be surprised if they had more secrets. Let's look around for a moment. Okay, but this is pretty cut off. I mean, they had 1 branch on them, and then somehow they have 2. I count that as duplication. Wow, this guy really died with a lot of stuff. She could see the stuff. Arrow, 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 potion, arrow, arrow, short bow, potion, scroll, scroll. Hey, I have a range weapon early in the game. Does more damage in my branch. And a fire arrow. He really had a lot of arrows, considering he just had a bow with a bow and arrows. And then a fire arrow push. I mean, scroll. I'll find a fuck ton of arrows. So many dead people.
Trouble? Damn. I don't know where they're all hiding. You kill one, and shortly afterwards they're all back again. Wait a moment. I know you. You're the fellow who was constantly baking arrows for me in the Valley of Mines.
Unlikely story. I did not do a lot of archery.
I can barely remember.
Oh, come on. Back then, in my hut outside the old camp, I taught you how to shoot a bow and how to sneak around. Ring a bell?
Yes, you taught me that the best way to sneak is having my legs bent so I can see the floor better.
Your name is Cavalorn, right?
Ah, I see you haven't forgotten me after all we went through in the cursed colony. Where are you heading?
Can you reteach me that skill?
To the city.
Well, well. To the city, eh? You may run into problems with the guards. They aren't letting just anyone in anymore, since the area here is swarming with bandits. In the past few days, one of those former psionics from the Valley of Mines came by here. He said he constantly goes in and out of Corinus. He went into the valley below the big tower. There must be a way in there somewhere near the waterfall. Maybe you should talk to the fellow.
Why the fuck did he call him a psionics? What?
Interesting armor you're wearing. Don't you belong to the Shadows anymore?
Shadows? They haven't existed since the fall of the barrier. The moment we could finally leave the Valley of Mines, there was no reason for me to stick with them. Now I work for the Water Mages. I belong to the Ring of Water.
What are you doing here?
I'm sitting tight. If it hadn't been for these damn bandits, I wouldn't be here.
Tell me more about the Ring of Water.
I'm not really allowed to talk about it. All I can do is send you to Vatras. He is the representative of the Water Mages in Corinus. The best thing would be to talk to him. Tell him you've come from me. Maybe he'll take you on as one of us. We urgently need more good people.
Weren't you and your people enemies of the Water Mages back then?
Those crazy old days are over. There isn't any more new camp or old camp. Now that the penal colony no longer exists, everyone is on his own. Most of us former prisoners are still being hunted. The Water Mages were able to get my sentence commuted, and now I can move about freely.
What are the Water Mages doing now?
They're up to something big. It has to do with an unknown region of the island.
An unknown region? Where is it supposed to be?
I can't tell you more. Talk to Vatras in Corinus.
What was that about bandits?
Have you slept through the last few weeks?
Huh?
I'm talking about all the riffraff from the penal colony that are making themselves at home here in the area, plundering and murdering for all they're worth. I guess I'm lucky they didn't kill me. I let down my guard for one moment, and they clubbed me from behind. No idea how I'll get all my stuff back now.
You were robbed by the bandits?
Yes, They beat me down and tossed me to the goblins for lunch. It was damned important stuff. A letter and all my money. I absolutely have to get it back. But without someone to watch my back, I'm not going back there. That cowardly rabble.
Can I help you with the bandits?
Maybe. But as scrawny as you look, you surely haven't held a proper sword in your hand for weeks. Well, I don't have any choice but to take your offer. My time is running out. So, pay attention. Down this path here, you'll find one of those filthy holes in the ground that bandits like to hide in. The fellows there are the same ones who stole my stuff. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll nab the rabble.
I need better equipment.
Those swine haven't left me much. I can give you a wolf knife. Will that do for now?
You call that a knife? But what about healing?
I still have 2 healing potions here. Interested?
Sure, give 'em here.
That ain't a knife. Hey, actually, it's quite a good knife. Why are you complaining? One-handed talent bonus 3. I don't know what that means. More damage, I guess. Man, you really did kill one of the goblins. I'm gonna have to try it, don't I? I did damage the one time I hit him. Wow. So funny enough, the bow did way more damage than a knife, I'm not sure why. If I can land my shots. I'm guessing it's too far away. Great. I said it and then I forgot about it anyway. I'm running out of hard drive space again. Yeah, sure. You pay for it. I haven't been able to get a job for years. The fucking economy is completely fucking broken. really indecisive on this. Why did it also make it safe, I think? Whatever. Hopefully there's enough space for the time being. Oh, come on now. Don't give me this. Why are you doing... Oh my god, fuck this game. E-boy. Oh my god. I can do this. I wanna do this, I don't know why, but because I never gotten a use out of the bow in the first game. How do you miss these? There must be like a miss chance or something. What is this shit? How is it that the first time I got a kill and now every other time I cannot? I need arrows. Maybe if I do get back there after I kill the bandits. Wait, there are items here. XCOM quality aiming, yeah. How much are these branches worth anyway? Nothing.
Let's mix it up with those guys.
Sure thing. Just keep my back clear, okay? Now they're in for a nasty surprise. I'm gonna rip you to pieces.
Why are you going for me?
You deserve that, lowlife.
Wait, you looting him? That's theft.
You poor sucker. You don't even have any gold on you. I think I'd better... Deserve that, lowlife. You poor sucker. I think I'd better take this weapon.
Oh.
So, that's done. Ha! They shouldn't have messed with me. Then I can finally fulfill my mission. I've lost too much time already.
What sort of mission?
Ah, yeah. First I have to get into the city, and then later... I don't know how I'm going to get all that done in time.
What about me?
Why not? You could take the letter into the city. Then I'll have a bit more time to take care of my equipment. One of the bandits must have the letter in his pocket. Take it to Vatras, the water mage in the city. You'll find him in the Temple of Adenos. He preaches there all day. Tell him that I wasn't able to get it done. And if he asks where I am, just tell him I'm already on my way to the meeting point. okay? Oh yeah, one more thing. First buy some decent clothes from the farmers. Otherwise, you may be taken for a bandit. Here's a couple of coins.
Can you teach me something?
Sure. You know that. Man, they really took a lot out of you. You can't remember anything at all, can you?
I want to learn your abilities.
Sure. What do you want to know?
One-handed bow. How many learn points did I get? 10. I mean, maybe the bow is actually good this game,
Wait
right?
a minute. I want to learn.
Sure. That's better. You've forgotten a lot since then, but we'll get it back.
So now that actually, oh, so the dagger gives me a plus 3% in the skill. That's weird. But yeah, so it's now percentages, not one big step anymore.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
More inconsistent. I thought the voice acting in general was better. Dear Watfors, we have advanced to the portal. You were correct. It indeed appears that they were believers of Danos. I ask you to verify this once again with the help of my notes. We have not spotted any of those curious stone beings for days. Nevertheless, the earth continues to quake for no apparent reason. I suspect our studies will soon bring us more enlightenment. The ornament which we found has far more important significance than we first thought. It seems to be a crucial key artifact, alas it is not complete. We must study it further. Dispatch one of the children from the ring of water to bring it back to us, if possible. Do not send Calvon. I have assigned him to deliver this letter to you. I think that's enough for him to do. I hope we are doing the right thing. Wait, I opened it. Stop all men who come from the mountains. If someone comes along the path, it will probably be an old man. Don't let him fool you. He's a dangerous sorcerer. Keep an eye on him. It's possible the guy we are looking for will contact him. With this letter, I'm sending you 30 pieces of gold. I will give another 30 to anyone who kills the man. Bring his head to the old mine near the landowner. D. An image of me. Oh hey, Elvis. Hopefully my archery is better now that I've invested in it.
Hey, you!
Wish space counted as a valid. messages then. It's pretty much the same thing. But let's see if my archery is any more consistent. I do seem to hit more often. That's good. I should just lead back to him, I guess. Wait, that changed my controls completely. Deceased bonds. Oh hey, it's a lizard that committed suicide. Can I kill you? Not really. Oh no. Oh my god, how the fuck? I left out, he baited me and I still had the passion to slide forward until I died. Guess it was an ad villain. So let me go slightly further, but then I just get blizzard anyway, so I'm going back. I'm way over the beaten path. No, on top of this cave. The free flowy nature of it is still really cool. It's kind of weird because you have so many open world games these days, so it shouldn't be that special anymore, but I don't know, it just feels different. Must have taken a lot of fall damage considering that they died. Apple. Good. I'm not trying to steal the place, I was trying to... There you go. Thanks, bitch. Steal your stuff now. Wow. The archery is actually not that terrible right now. When it hits. I'm almost out of arrows though.
Who do we have here? You're on your way to the city. Am I not right?
Maybe.
You look like a fugitive. All fugitives are headed for the city. You could even be a former convict for the mining colony. I don't care where you come from, but I believe I have an interesting offer for you.
What do you have to offer?
The way you look, the guards will never let you into the city. I can help you get into the city. I have here a small piece of paper with the royal seal and the governor's signature. A pass. With this scrap of paper in your pocket, you can run about as raggedly as you please, and the guards will leave you alone. Interested?
How will you get into town?
The guards know me. I will simply tell them that I have lost my pass.
There must be a catch to this.
No, no catch. You will merely owe me a favor.
What do you want for your pass?
I knew you were the right man. Listen, you will get the pass from me, now.
Just like that?
Just so. But if I meet you in the city, you owe me a favor. Do we have a deal?
No, keep your paper.
No.
I seem to have misjudged you, huh? Well, do you want something else? Can I interest you in my wares?
Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
Halberd. Oh, it uses dex, so not only do we answer strength. Wait, I guess I don't need to take money from them anymore, they just have the money. Immersion wood. Sup, Mr. Leap. I think I'm just gonna say the key that belongs to Xerdas.
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
Kind of weird the money's changed. I'm not a fan of that. Because, like, oh my god. That's the wrong way around. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, now you can technically break the economy just by finding something valuable and selling it. Before there was a limit on how much money you could make.
Why are you hanging around on my land? Whose side are you on? The rebelling farmers or the king?
I don't understand.
What? Don't mess with me, boy. I want to know where you stand. So who are you for?
Well, I can't fix that. You just have to turn up the audio. I don't think I can turn up the overall stream audio. Is the game too loud now, or should I keep it this way? So, am I for the peasants or for the king? Game deciding choice here.
I'm for the peasants.
Oops.
Ha! That damned warmonger Onar will drag us all into the grave. What do you think? How long will the paladins just stand by? After what Onar has done, the whole city is in an uproar.
I need some sensible clothes.
I can give you clean farmers' work clothes. Can you pay for them then? Well, you could work off a part of the price, if you're someone who is looking for work.
How much for the work clothes?
Well, we'll see. 70 gold pieces.
Well, that's still too expensive.
Well, suit yourself.
What's going on here anyway?
Don't you know what's going on? Boy, where are you from? We're on the edge of a civil war. Up till now, all the farmers looked at the tribute to the city as fair taxation. But since the paladins have come to Corinus, the city guards visit us more and more often. And little by little, they're taking everything. If it goes on like this, soon we won't have anything left for ourselves. Some farmers are starting to rebel. Onar was the first of them.
Tell me more about this Onar.
Onar is the biggest farmer here in the area. He is broken with the city. They say he's hired mercenaries to keep the city guard off his back. Can't blame him. In any case, no royal soldier dares to set foot on his farm anymore.
But I don't know what you want me to do about the audio, sadly, because it's all at max on my side. I mean, NT, is it quiet?
Who are those mercenaries that Onar hired?
I don't know much about the guys. Supposedly, a lot of them are former prisoners from the mining colony. Everybody knows what you can expect from them.
Maybe it's on your side. I mean, you did say you had audio issues earlier, right?
What about you? Whose side are you on? Peasants or king?
I'm too close to the city to really have a choice. But I'm glad about that. I wouldn't know how to decide. The king is bleeding us dry, and Onar sets his mercenaries on anyone who won't join him. That's why most of the other farmers are still undecided, but sooner or later they'll have to choose one side or the other.
So I can buy clothes here, which, if it's anything like Gothic 1, clothing OP, need nerf. So I will not need the clothing to get into the village / city.
Hey, who invited you? Get out of the house right now. There's no alms to be had here.
Me. I hate you.
The militia can't be relied on. We have to defend ourselves.
One less monster around.
And how goes the work?
Same as always. Lot to do, not enough money, and with a bit of bad luck, the orcs will come tomorrow and burn down our farm. The king's paladins have occupied the whole city, but I can hardly believe they'll move their butts out here when the orcs attack us.
Is there any interesting news?
I could have sworn I saw an orc over there on the edge of the woods 2 days ago. Since then, I've kept at least one eye open at night.
I'm headed for town.
And?
Is there anything interesting you can tell me about the city?
Nope. But Maleth goes to the city from time to time. Maybe he knows something. I mean, something that would interest you.
Can I help you? I'm looking for work.
Do you know anything about working in the fields?
What is there to know?
In that case, I think we're fine here. Thank you. If you want to work for Lobart as a day laborer, I can only warn you, he pays people like you really miserable.
He offered to sell me some clean clothes cheap if I helped out on the farm.
Well, I don't have anything for you to do, but you can bring me and the boys something to drink. Fetch me a bottle of wine, and I'll tell Lobart you were a real help to us.
I have beer, is that the same? No, this is not the modded version. I asked when I started the game, but we went around and... I mean, you want to just... But do you have a preference?
Psst. Hey, you. Come here.
What is it?
On your way to the city, and really busy, too.
Are you fine?
Listen, you look like a smart guy to me. I bet you'll go far in life. You're certainly nobody's fool. I could see that right away. Say, you'd probably like to earn a few gold coins, wouldn't you?
Why not?
You'll have to forgive an ignorant old seaman. I'm a stranger in these parts, and I don't really know all the rules. So I had to find out the hard way that traveling strangers aren't welcome in the harbor city. Now I'm standing here with no idea how I'm supposed to get into the city. I have some extremely important business to conduct, and my client won't tolerate a delay, you see. You'll help me find a way to get past the city guard, won't you?
About the city guards.
Yes, got an idea?
You could get into the city as a herb gatherer.
What? Do I look like I'd be picking flowers in the woods?
What about bribery?
Well, if that worked for me, I'd have tried it already.
I'll have to think about it first.
All right, but hurry up about it. I've got no time to lose.
It's pretty funny, It made the first fight impossible for me. It's supposed to fix balance issues. That's mostly what that does. It's supposed to make the game better balanced here.
gotta go.
Suit yourself.
Wait, he sold wine, doesn't he?
Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
I can't get a thing for him anymore. 20.
I've gotta go.
Suit yourself.
So maybe I bring the guy wine, I buy the clothing, I give the pirate the clothing. Then I get in with my herbs. Shit, they all left.
Damn it. What's up? Here's your wine.
I'd better not ask where you got her from, huh? Who cares? Thanks anyway. Lobart will only hear the best about you.
Hey, stranger. You can be glad you didn't come by here 3 weeks ago.
What is with you? I was gonna imagine just like in Canada.
We would have taken you for an escaped convict, and we made short work of those. You look completely done in. What do you want here?
I was attacked by bandits in the mountains.
Those filthy rabble. They were probably the same bastards who took one of our sheep last night. You had terrific luck. Most people don't get away alive.
Those bandits won't trouble you anymore.
Why? Are they dead?
They picked a fight with the wrong guy.
Thank Innos. Here, it isn't much, but I want you to have it. I'll tell the others about this.
Ah, shit.
I need better equipment.
I can imagine. But I tell you right now, we don't have anything to give away. If you can pay for what you want, Lobart will sell you something. Otherwise, go to him and ask him if he has work for you.
I'm on my way to town.
The way you look, you'll have to bribe the guards to get in. And you have to know what they want to hear.
And that would be?
Well, for example, that you're from Lobart's farm and want to go to the smith in the city. But that won't do you any good. You don't look like a farmer.
I see. Where can I find Lobart?
Well, on the farm, of course. The farm belongs to him. And don't try messing with him. He's thrashed a lot of tramps and thrown them off his farm.
Tramps. Look at tramps trash. Hey, you can steal your turnips. Shit.
How much for the work clothes?
Well, we'll see. Vino says you were real help to him, and that's saying something. He doesn't usually hold with day laborers. Maleth said you chased the bandits off. Bastards have caused us a lot of trouble. Thanks to you, we're rid of them. 50 gold pieces.
Well, that's...
Suit your...
I'm looking for work.
I can't use another farmhand, but I could offer some work to a day laborer. Well, what I mean is, you can lend a hand in the field. And there are certainly a few other things to do around here. I could pay you with gold, or give you a few decent things to wear. The things are worth a fair bit. I can't give them to you for nothing, but I can sell them to you cheap if you work for me. By the looks of you, I should say, take the clothes. Anyway, the small turnip field next to the barn needs to be harvested.
All right.
Then hurry it up a bit before I change my mind.
Yeah, so I spent 20 to get the vine. So, wasn't worth it. Wait, it would have been worth it if I had gotten the other thing first. All this is for private. I've done it though. I've turned. It does seem like a cool private. They have sheeps walking around in their home, that's terrible. Sheeps run this place. At the secret twist.
Here are your turnips.
Hey, you're not all that worthless after all. Take them to my wife in the house and tell her to cook them.
What about my pay?
I can give you 5 gold pieces. Or sell you the clothes cheaper. Well, what's it to be?
Make me a better price for the togs.
Good. I'll give them to you for 10 gold pieces less.
I like how I'm making them up.
Hey! I've got a few turnips here for you.
Great. That should be enough to fatten those guys up. Since you're here anyway, I saw a traveling trader pass by here a few minutes ago. I think he stopped on his way to town. Go to him and see whether he's got a decent frying pan for me.
Give me the gold, and I'll go see the merchant for you.
Are you saying I can trust you? Just don't spend the money on booze, do you hear?
It looks better than Skyrim. Wait, this game looks better than Skyrim, probably. That said, this is getting very, like... I mean, the game's not forcing me to do this. I did this to myself. I could just walk away with the money. In fact, I could use the 20 gold to pay for the clothes. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do. Fuck that lady. She and her trash husband can do their own shit. Wait, is that working? But maybe if I buy the pan, I get the clothing for free. I mean, fuck it, I did everything else.
Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
I've got to go.
So how do
Suit
people
yourself.
feel about the fact that I don't need to do money trading anymore? I like stores having limited money. The whole manually shifting the money over was a little bit tedious. I still think I preferred the old system. It was more immersive. And I'm all for my Sims.
Hey, you! Here's your frying pan.
Fine. Let's see then whether it's any good.
Can you give me something to eat?
Here, take this. You're a good lad.
Can you give me something to eat?
You've had your portion for today. Come back later.
How much for the work clothes?
Well, we'll see. You've worked the field for me. You helped my wife. Vino says you were a real help to him. And that's saying something. He doesn't usually hold with day laborers. Maleth said you chased the bandits off. The bastards have caused us a lot of trouble. Thanks to you, we're rid of them. 30 gold pieces. It's not gonna get any cheaper.
Wow. Fuck you.
Give me the work clothes then.
There's a chest in my house where you'll find clean things. But don't even think about taking anything else without asking.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't directly trade things anymore, yeah. Wow, that was not worth it. I should have used the 20 gold to fucking pay for the clothes and run away laughing. Because it was already at 30. So having the woman didn't help me at all. I lost 30 gold and all I got was nothing. I mean, I got a stew, I guess. And 50 EXP. Not worth it.
Hey, you!
About the city guards.
Yes, got an idea?
They should let you pass if you're wearing these farmer's clothes.
That's just what I need. Man, I knew I could count on you. Nobody will bother me disguised as a local yokel. Excellent. You did really well. Here's your promised reward.
You look like a fella.
50 measly gold coins? You can't be serious.
Gold isn't everything, my friend. Take them for now. I have the feeling that we'll be seeing one another soon. And who knows, maybe I'll return the favor. Look after yourself.
Yeah, you look totally the part. At least seeing the motherfucker in his clothing made it worth it. I just want to see if there's any kind of line, probably not. Nope, he just, I guess, right through it.
Halt! What is it?
You aren't getting in here, my boy.
Why not?
Looking the way you do, you're sure to cause nothing but trouble here, boy. We got enough rabble in the city. We have no use for people without money.
I mean, I kind of want to try all of these, so for the lowest.
I've come to join the militia.
That's a good one. Try that at the other gate. Maybe they'll buy that from you.
I need to see the leader of the Paladins. I've got an important message for him.
Oh, and what important message might that be?
I have come to get the Eye of Innos.
What? Never heard of it. What's that supposed to be?
It's an important artifact.
You don't look much like an important messenger. Do you have some kind of identification?
No, I don't.
Then don't waste my time.
Here's 100 gold pieces. Let me pass.
100 gold pieces sounds good. In you go, then.
Oh, okay, I actually thought it wasn't going to work. Because the pirate said he couldn't buy them, but maybe he just, you know, too suspicious. Also, did you guys see that? Look at the, like, the smoke clouds when we spawn. It's like we all just landed in the universe.
I'm bringing some herbs for Constantino, the alchemist.
Really? Then you won't mind showing me what you brought. Looks good. All right, in you go. But don't cause any trouble. Understood?
Parkour in. Okay, I gotta try it.
No funny business. One more step and I...
I don't know. This looks like a pretty solid wall. Though. Wow, that thing scared the shit out of me. Maybe this video? I mean, he could reach it if he wanted to. He's not invested enough. This is tough. Why are there so many fucking worms in this place? Like, what, did the city actually get attacked? God, there's so much stuff in here. And I guess I can quick save Herb Manus. Died the way he lived, surfing. I got to hear the music of Coronas. That's like almost getting in there. Yeah, this is a pretty Hema war here. You're not gonna get fucking some of this. Yeah, I think there's no way in. Leap.
Halt, stranger. I am Lothar, paladin of the king and humble servant of Innos, your lord. Our commander, Lord Hagin, has entrusted me with the task of explaining to all newcomers the new laws which apply to all inhabitants of the city.
Since people have started simply vanishing all over this town, everyone needs to watch out that they don't suffer the same fate.
I have an important message for the leader of the Paladins.
The Honorable Lord Hagin is not receiving anyone. Lord Andre, the commander of the city guard, is responsible for all issues pertaining to the common folk.
Listen, the city is threatened by dragons.
That can't be true. Another lunatic. We have enough unrest in the city as it is. And without some dimwit scaring people with fairy tales about dragons, I immediately locked up the last person who was here telling dragon tales and sent him to the Valley of Mines with the prison transport. So mind your tongue. We can't use anyone here who spreads panic among the people.
Where can I spend the night here?
If you're looking for a place to sleep, go to the hotel directly across from the barracks. The paladins pay for the lodging of all travelers who come to the city. The traveling traders from the marketplace are also lodged there.
Where can I find the commander of the city guard?
Lord Andre can be found in the barracks at the other end of the city.
All right. Explain the rules of the city to me.
First, the Honorable Paladin Lord Hagin resides in the upper quarter, along with his troops. That is why access to the upper quarter is allowed only to honorable citizens. Second, the town hall in the upper quarter is now the command post of the paladins. Only the paladins themselves and members of the militia have access to it. And third, whoever is accused of a crime must exonerate himself with the commander of the militia. Any questions?
How do I get accepted into the militia?
By express command of Lord Hagin, only citizens of the town will be admitted into the militia.
I see.
If you want to know more, speak to Lord Andre in the barracks.
What do I have to do to get armor like yours?
What? You aren't even a member of the militia! You're not even a citizen! How can you even think of being allowed to wear the armor of a paladin? Only a few militia soldiers, those who have performed extraordinary deeds, have been granted that honor so far. If you want to be a paladin, you have a long road ahead of you, my boy.
How do I get to the upper quarter?
Say, are you listening to me at all?
Not
You're
really.
not a citizen of this town. You can save yourself the trip. The guards won't let you in. The entire area behind the inner gate is off limits to you.
How do I become a citizen of the town?
Only those with regular jobs will be considered citizens of the town. But don't think that you'll be admitted to Lord Hagin just because you're a citizen of the town. As a citizen, you have access to the upper quarter, nothing more. Only as a member of the militia will you have access to the town hall.
Where can I find work?
You'll have to apply as an apprentice to one of the masters here in the lower part of the city. As soon as a master accepts you, you are a citizen of the town. However, the other masters must agree to it. That's the custom here in Corinus. If you were thinking about looking for work in the Harbor District, forget it. The scum of the city live there. Don't even go there. You would regret it.
The townspeople are simply disappearing?
Yes, it seems to be more every day. It's most annoying that the militia have still not been able to discover what's behind these strange occurrences. Small wonder that the town's inhabitants are very wary of strangers right now. So don't provoke them when you're in town. Understood?
I've got to go.
If I hear one more time that you are telling people here about dragons, you will be in big trouble. Do I make myself clear?
Wait a minute.
You can talk to Lord
Oh, I wanted to tell him about dragons. Wanted to dragon him over.
Halt! No one may enter the storeroom!
Why can't anyone enter the storeroom?
The Honorable Lord Hagin has confiscated the goods for the King's army.
Probably should find a place to sleep. And look at this place when it's not dank out. So I see. So
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
happy fatted calf.
He didn't get that for me. Can I get a drink here?
If you have gold, you can even eat here if you like.
And how's business going?
Ah, don't remind me. Lord Andre is serving free beer at the Gallows Square. Hardly anybody comes here now, except for the rich people from the upper quarter.
What's wrong with them?
Yeah, some of those swells could really get on your nerves. Take that Valentino, for instance. I can't stand the sight of him. But I can't pick my customers. I need every coin I can make. What little I had managed to save has been stolen, along with all my silver.
You've been robbed?
Yep, some time ago. It was still rather crowded that night, and I was doing the rounds serving beer. I wasn't gone long from behind the counter, but it was long enough for those bastards. I went to see the militia about it, but they couldn't find a thing, of course. Yeah. They prefer to get plastered on free beer.
Tell me about the missing townspeople.
I heard that a lot of them went missing down by the harbor. Small wonder with all that's going on down there. Even Thorben, the carpenter in the lower part of town, has lost his apprentice. Hagin, one of the merchants in the marketplace, had an especially strange tale to tell. He said that there was this fella that he used to bump into every day, and then suddenly he vanished off the face of the earth. He even went to see the militia about it. Townspeople all pretty much panicked after that. I don't know what to make of it. I think it's all nonsense. Corinthus is a rough city, and many dangers lurk outside her gates. Those who don't stay within the city walls will be attacked by bandits or eaten by wild animals. Yeah, it's that simple.
He says militia very weird. Like militia.
What is it with this Valentino?
He's filthy rich and has no need to work. And he brags about it to everybody, whether you want to hear it or not. He drinks a lot and always stays until the end, and then early in the morning he totters back to the upper quarter. It's the same every day.
What do I have to do to get into the upper quarter?
Well, you need to be a citizen of the town. Go find some work, preferably with a craftsman in the lower part of town. That'd make you a citizen. Well, and if that's still not enough, go talk to Lord Andre at the barracks. Maybe he'll let you join the city guard. They can go into the upper quarter, too.
That's the first I've heard of it. Show me your wares.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
That's not what I heard.
Oh hey, it's getting day out.
Hey, you!
Adonis be with you.
Who are you?
I am Vatras, a servant of Adonis, the guardian of the divine and earthly equilibrium. What can I do for you?
Here, I've got a letter for you.
For me? Yes, but it's been opened. I hope it didn't fall into the wrong hands. Indeed. This is an important message you're bringing me. I wonder how you got hold of this letter.
I took it from some bandits.
By Adonis, that's not good. That's not good at all. If what you say is true, we've got a huge problem. I shall have to take care of it as soon as possible.
Tell me about the Ring of Water.
And why would I do that?
Cavalorn sent me to you.
And what did he tell you?
He said you're in dire need of more good people.
Aha. So, you want to join us, son?
Tell me about the Ring of Water.
And why would I do that?
Okay.
Can you heal me?
Adanos, bless this body. Free it of its wounds and strengthen it with new life.
Tell me about the gods.
What exactly would you like to know?
Tell me about Beliar.
Beliar is the dark god of death, destruction, and all things unnatural. He is in eternal battle with Innos, but Adanos guards the balance between the two. Only a few humans follow the call of Beliar. However, he grants great strength to those who do.
Tell me about Adanos.
Adanos is the god of the center. He is the scales of justice and guardian of the balance between Innos and Beliar. He commands the power of change. His gift is the water in all the oceans, rivers, and lakes. His priests are the water mages, just as I am a servant and priest of Adanos.
Tell me about Innos.
Very well. Innos is the first and highest god. He created the sun and the world. He commands light and fire, his gifts to humanity. He is law and justice. His priests are the magicians of fire. The paladins are his warriors.
Can you teach me something about magic?
Only the chosen of Innos and the chosen of Adanos are permitted to work rune magic. But common mortals can also work magic with the help of spell scrolls. I can show you how you can channel and expand your magic powers.
I want to join the Ring of Water.
You do? Well, that means you have already fulfilled the first requirement.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, there must be someone among us who trusts you. Otherwise, you wouldn't even know about it. But I know nothing about you at all.
What do you want to know?
Well, you could tell me where you come from and why you have come to the city.
I carry an important message for the leader of the Paladins.
What is this message?
Terrible things are bound to happen soon.
Terrible things, hmm? How do you know this?
No, I heard rumors somewhere.
Aha! And that is why you have made this journey. Who are you, really?
I'm a former convict from the penal colony of Corinus.
Good. Let us summarize.
That's
You are
true.
a former prisoner who heard rumors that terrible things are going to happen. And you have come to report this to the Paladins.
I think there's something you're not telling me.
If you're worried I might pass on what you tell me, then let me reassure you. I have sworn to keep all secrets I am entrusted with to myself.
And what about all the people here?
They only understand half of what I preach to them. So don't fret. Let's start over at the beginning. What's that message?
A large army is gathering as we talk, led by dragons and determined to conquer the country.
Dragons? You speak of beings which until now have only been mentioned in legends. How do you know this?
No.
Do you at least remember where you come from?
I'm a former convict from the penal colony of Corinus.
Good. Let us summarize. You are a former who heard that dragon, and you have come.
I think there's...
If you were, I have sworn.
And what about all the...
They only... Let's start over.
I mean, I literally have no choice.
A large army is gathering.
If that isn't...
Zardas, the magician, told me. He sent me to warn the Paladins.
The necromancer. So he lives, and he sent you. Who are you really?
I'm a former convict from the penal colony of Corinus.
Good. Let us summarize. You are a former prisoner who has been told by Zardas, the necromancer, that dragons have come to conquer the country, and you have come to report this to the Paladins. That all sounds rather fantastic, but I cannot perceive that you are lying to me. Therefore, I must assume that your motives are honorable.
I want to give you a chance to join the Ring of Water.
What must I do in order to join the ring?
Know that you take on great responsibility by joining the Ring. I do not let just anyone join who comes to us and asks. If you want to join the Ring, you will have to prove that you act like one of us.
And that means...
Before we let a young man join our ranks, he must have done a great deed for the Ring. Only then can I begin to consider letting you help preserve the balance of forces on this island.
So what would be an appropriate deed that might convince you?
Corinus is facing a great enigma these days. The number of people missing from the town seems to increase almost daily. If you can explain to me what happened to them, you shall have your place within the Ring of Water. However...
Yes?
You should take your message to the Paladins first. I consider it a matter of utmost importance. Talk to Lord Hagin.
But Lord Hagin is not going to receive me.
Yes, he will, no doubt about it, provided you become a member of a powerful community first. The Ring has far-reaching connections. We shall assist you in conveying your message as soon as possible. You should talk about this to Laris, whom I trust. He will help you.
What community should I join?
There are only 3 communities that have enough influence. These are the City Militia, the Monastery of the Fire Magicians, and the troop of mercenaries on the landowner's farm. The choice is yours, son. Laris can certainly assist you with this difficult decision. Talk to him about it.
I shall do that.
Wait, if you see Laris, give him this ornament and tell him that it needs to be returned. He'll know what to do with it.
So, despite the fact the game made a big deal of not telling him, I told her to do it because I had to. But I guess maybe the water magicians are not like as close as fire magicians.
But the light was a torment for Beliar. All that Innos created was destroyed by Beliar.
That's what I've always said. And he works all day too.
I am Hagin, the weapons dealer. Every man should carry a weapon these days, especially when venturing outside of the city walls.
Tell me more about the area around the city.
It's gotten too dangerous out there, because of the bandits for one thing, and also on account of wild beasts. Even the animals don't seem to get enough to eat in these crappy times. They're venturing closer to the city all the time.
Who says things like that?
Do you know anything about the Paladins?
Yes. Those guys are ruining my business. All you can buy in this entire town is a short sword at most. They've helped themselves to anything that's longer than 1.5 feet. In return, I now get to live in the hotel free of charge.
Where do you get your weapons from?
Harad the Smith has been my supplier up to now. Now all he does is make stuff for the Paladins. He works for those guys day and night like a madman, without pay. He thinks it's his duty. All I can offer you now is my remaining stock.
What do you know about the disappearances of the citizens of Corinthus?
I have seen many pass through the eastern city gate. Some of those who came I had never seen before in my life. And many of those who went out never came back. But what happened the other day was really quite strange. There was this fellow who came here. I think his name is Joe. He bragged that he would soon come into some serious money. He claimed that he knew how to get into one of the city towers, where the militia keep their arms. I haven't seen him since, even though I used to bump into him around the same time every day. I reported this to the militia. I thought that maybe he had been caught and thrown into the dungeon, but Lord Andre had no idea what I was talking about. He didn't even know the fella.
What do you know about the bandits?
What do I know about them? They robbed me on my way to the city, and I'm not the only one. They've been up to their tricks for quite a while. The militia tried to track them down, but without any success.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Do you know who in the militia took part in the search?
The fellow's name is Pablo. He and a few others went looking for the bandits, but they didn't find them.
Do you know where I can find Pablo?
He patrols around the city. You'll find him either at the Temple Square or in the lower part of town.
Where did they hold you up?
Near Akil's farm. Just go out of the city gate from here. Follow the road to the right. After a while, you'll get to a few steps. The bastards came from there. I bet they have their hideout back there in the woods.
I'll deal with it.
What? You want to take on the bandits? By yourself? You're quite a good fighter, huh?
How much is the matter worth to you?
That's a dangerous business. Well, it's all right with me. I'll pay you 100 gold pieces if you defeat the bandits.
Show me your wares.
Wares. Bam protection.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Short sword.
Really? How interesting.
Leather bed.
Really? How interesting.
Together with leather armor. Militia bed. Together with militia armor.
Really? How interesting. Go away. Don't tell me that.
Actually, I can use that sword, right? Oh no, wait, I got bone on Dex.
That's not what I heard.
I can use the sword once I get... So I guess I'm gonna get rid of this.
That's not what I heard.
Because once I hit level 3... Oh no, actually I am. I guess I start at level 0 and I'm level 2. So I just need to learn Dex and then I can use the sword. Sub-Greg.
One more thing.
Listen, kid. I've got important things to do right now. We'll talk again later, got it?
He simply talks too much.
Innos be with you, stranger. If you're looking for a good selection for the traveler, then you're in the right place. But I'm warning you, if you're planning on helping yourself without paying, I'll call the city guard.
Just a moment. Do I look like a thief?
Bah! You won't be the first one to make off with my things today.
Somebody stole from you?
I can't prove it. The fellow was damn clever. Introduced himself as Ringaru, if that really is his right name. He's been hanging around the marketplace the last few days. And every evening he gets plastered at the beer stand down the street. I bet the bastard is drinking my money. I only looked away for a moment, and my purse was gone.
I could get your gold back for you.
Oh? And why would you do that?
Who says things like that? Go away, don't tell me that.
I want part of the gold as a reward.
First, see if you can get my purse back. Then, we'll talk about your reward.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Why didn't you call the city guard?
The guards only respond if a thief is caught in the act. And when I noticed my purse was missing, the bastard was already gone.
Can't keep anything to himself.
How much gold was in that purse?
50 gold pieces. That's quite a lot in these crappy times.
I'll see what I can do.
Be careful. If you just knock the bastard down, the city guard will get involved. Lately, things have been getting really tough here. Since the paladins came to town, the guards have been cracking down on brawlers. So think of something.
I shall. Show me your wares.
Why the fuck do you have these weapons? A composite bow. Flickering short bow. Oh hey, elves.
And it's gonna get even worse.
And he works all day too.
Yeah, they're in percentages now, not steps. So I spent 10 points on bow, that got me 10% better. Besides that, it seems like there are some melee vamps that use dex rather than strength. Most of the other stuff seems to be mostly the same.
He'd better shut up.
What can I do for you? Are you seeking spiritual comfort?
I don't believe that.
Do you want to direct a prayer to our Lord Enos, or donate some gold for his church?
But that's terrible.
He can't keep anything to himself.
So, how much does a donation usually run to here?
Well, that depends on what percentage you want to give, son. Let me see how much you brought. You have more than 100 gold pieces. The Lord says give if you have. The church accepts your generous donation. I bless you in the name of Enos, for he is light and righteousness.
I won't tell no thing.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Fuck me, why did you game? I didn't say I wanna donate. This dude sounds like a scam artist.
That's an
What can...
Now that's typical.
Where do you come from?
I come from the monastery of the magicians, which lies in the mountains. We accept everyone there who is pure of heart and feels the desire to serve our almighty Lord Enos.
That's not what my husband thinks.
That's not what my husband thinks.
I have
What
no
are you
idea.
doing in town?
I have discussions with the paladins and support the citizens with my advice and with helpful words. Particularly in these difficult times, it is our duty to be there for the people and to help the poor.
I need to talk to the paladins. Can you help me get to them?
Well, you need access to the upper end of town. However, this is allowed only to citizens and the city guard. And of course, to us, magicians of fire.
How can I become a fire magician?
You must join our order as a novice. When you have served for a time, perhaps you will be accepted into the ranks of the magicians. However, the path to acceptance is long and full of work and study.
Tell me about Enos.
Enos, our almighty Lord, is the light and the fire. He chooses humans to be his tool, giving them magic and laws. We act in his name. We administer justice according to his will and preach his word.
Tell me more about the monastery.
We instruct our students in all forms of magic. But the arts of the magicians of fire consist of more than these alone. We are also well versed in the art of alchemy and in the creation of powerful runes. We also make excellent wine.
Don't tell this to anyone.
You don't say.
How's business?
When the Paladins came, I first thought that it was a good business opportunity, but they let Herod make their weapons, and neither Hagin nor I make even one gold piece off them. Moreover, the farmers no longer supply us with food, and all the prices have gone up. It's only a small consolation that the Paladins are paying my hotel bill.
That's not what I heard.
What's the problem with the farmers?
They refuse to deliver their goods. Now that the ships no longer come in, the city depends entirely on the supplies provided by the farmers, of course. An owner, the largest farmer, has hired mercenaries to protect his farm from the city guards. Otherwise, they'd simply snatch the goods for themselves. But the mercenaries don't just guard Onar's farm. They come as far as the small farms outside of town to intimidate the farmers. I saw them as I was passing Akil's farm. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes now.
Where will I find Akil's farm?
If you go out of the east gate here and follow the road to the right, you'll come to a stairway. It leads up to Akil's farm, but I wouldn't go there now. The mercenaries are certainly still there.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Show me your wares.
It's like worm traders in this town. Pretty much everyone trades worms.
That's an open secret.
You don't say. These are bad times.
That's what I've always said.
Really? How interesting.
Welcome back. Hey, Ring of Life. 20 HP. Oh hey, it's a thief.
Jorah says you got his money.
Damn it! I'm out of here!
Hey you, I have a proposition for you.
What do you want?
I want my old stall in the marketplace back. Sarah snatched it away from me, but she has had that spot long enough. I want her to give up the stall.
And what's my part in this?
I will give you a letter to stick in her pocket. Then you go to Andre and tell him that Sarah is selling weapons to Onar. She lands in prison. You pocket the bounty, and I get the stall. You have 2 days to accomplish this.
What's in it for me?
When I have the stall, you will get a weapon from me, and a damned good one.
What will happen if I refuse to do that?
That would be truly stupid of you, because you see, I know that you're an escaped convict. If that gets around, it could do considerable harm to your situation in the city.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
All right, looks like I've got no choice.
You're a clever lad. Here is the letter.
How am I supposed to force the letter on her?
Let her show you her wares, and while she does, you hide the letter on her. And bear in mind, I am an influential man in the city, so don't try to play me for a fool.
That's an open secret.
Show me.
Take your pick.
So this is a guy from earlier. I guess we would have been at his mercy.
I've got to go.
Right.
Suit yourself.
No idea if are we doing the quest or not.
From this moment onward, Lord Andre will take the supreme command of our militia.
Militia? Why does everyone keep saying it like that? Militia. No, he said it correctly. Where the fuck did the guy go?
Gotcha.
Hey, what do you want from me? Huh?
You stole from Jorah in broad daylight, and he even saw you do it. So I've come to tell you that you're a lousy thief, and that... And now, you tell me who you are.
I'm nothing but a poor wretch, trying to make ends meet one way or another. Well, what else can I do? I can't find a job in town.
All right, I see. Spare me your whining. You had better hand over Jorah's gold now.
Here's the dough, man! But now let me go! I'll never do it again!
I mean, I don't know. I bought his sob story. Let him be. But so, should we plant the letter? I don't feel like it. The dude's a cunt.
Are ordered to interpret the law
threatened
in
me.
the strictest sense in order to prevent unauthorized entry.
Give me a buy my turn for doing you a favor. This is some very intricate, like, things here.
And he works all day too. That's not what I heard. I can't take care of everything for everybody.
About the thief.
Yes, how's it going? Have you caught him? And much more importantly, do you have my gold?
Secret. I won't tell her a thing from now on.
I'm still working on it.
Then see to it that you get...
Do I have to?
Who says things like that?
About...
Yes.
Maybe I
Says
just...
things like that.
He got away from me.
And what about my gold? Did he get away with it?
And it's gonna get
Here's
even
the 50 gold pieces he stole from you.
Inos be praised.
Say,
There is still justice in the city.
don't tell this to anyone.
I want part of the gold as a reward.
If it's gold you want, then hunt down the thieves and collect the bounty from Lord Andre. Now, I must get back to my customers.
What a cunt.
Anything to himself. That's what I've always said. That's not what my husband thinks. That's not what I heard.
Hey, you!
These are bad times.
What is with your face?
How's it going?
You're not from around here, are you? Never mind. Neither am I.
Where did you hang around before?
In the woods, hunting scavengers and wolves, together with some hunters. But I gave it up. These are dangerous times. There's a lot of riffraff running around out there.
Someone's gotta do the work.
Can you teach me something about hunting?
I can teach you how to sneak properly and how to handle a
Don't
bow.
tell this to anyone.
If you want to learn how to skin an animal, go to Bosper. He's the one who taught me.
Where can I find the other hunters?
We had our camp outside near the tavern halfway to Onar's farm. But I don't know whether there's anyone left in the camp now. There used to be 2 of us here in town until a few days ago. My friend Trokar is an excellent hunter.
Everybody knows by now. He can't keep anything to himself.
So, where is your friend Trokar now?
I haven't seen it with my own
Well,
eyes.
it's a curious story. Only a few days ago, we were both standing at the bar in Corrigan's
Don't tell this to
Tavern,
anyone.
discussing the hunt. Don't ask me what happened next.
seen it with
I
my
had had a
own
few
eyes.
by then. I vaguely
It's gonna
remember
get even
Trokar
worse.
saying that he was going out to get a few swamp weed
Don't tell this
reefers.
to anyone.
He never came back.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Where does one get swamp weed reefers?
Somewhere down at the harbor, as far as I
Everybody
know.
knows by now.
Didn't you go looking for him?
He'd better
No,
shut
but I reported it to the militia. But they haven't been able to find him yet. I hope he didn't get attacked by
No,
a
that's
wolf,
typical,
or
isn't it?
worse. I'm afraid that I'll stumble over his body someday when I'm out hunting. I don't think I could bear that.
Fuck is wrong with
I haven't seen
you?
it with my own eyes.
Why don't we go hunting together?
These are bad times.
With 2, it isn't so dangerous, that's true.
Don't tell this
Do
to
you know
anyone.
anything about hunting then? I mean, do you know how to skin an animal?
No.
Then it wouldn't be worth it. Come back when you learn something.
And he works all day.
I want to be able to handle a bow better.
Okay then, let's see if I can teach you anything.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. And he works all day too.
Wait a minute. Teach me how to sneak around.
All right, so first, you have to make sure that you shift your weight properly. To achieve that, bend your knees and always put your foot down heel first. Make sure that you always keep your weight on the foot you're standing on until you've got your other foot securely placed. Most creatures you can't sneak up on unless they're sleeping. The beasts just smell you. So always pay close attention when you're out there.
Hey, I mean, that was a better lesson than you can see the ground better.
Honestly,
same
What are you
animation.
up to? What are you sneaking around here for?
That's what I've always said. But that's terrible.
Hey, you!
If I had
How's
seen
it work?
it with my own eyes.
Work?
Honestly, I witnessed it myself. Honestly, I witnessed it myself. And it's gonna get even worse.
Didn't...
I don't...
That's what I've always said.
What a... No.
You don't say.
Disappointed? Shouldn't you be glad that they improved the quality of work? They actually learn how to sneak in between games.
Hey, you! How's your duty?
These boys swing their swords like farmers, but when I'm done with them, every single one of them will be a tough, hard bastard.
Can you also train me in sword fighting?
Lord Andre has ordered that we train everyone who is in a position to defend the city. But that's only true for combat training. All other kinds of training are reserved for the militia. Can you at least halfway handle a weapon?
I think so.
All right, you can start when you're ready.
Where should I start, with one-handed or two-handed weapons?
That's entirely up to you.
Ooh.
If you specialize in only one type of weapon, you automatically learn the other at the same time. If, for instance, you're good at fighting with one-handed swords, but still a beginner with two-handed weapons, your two-handed skills will go up as well whenever you train with a one-hander. In that case, the training is more exhausting than if you train with both types of weapons. Just start and you'll soon see what I'm talking about.
That was the most confusing explanation I've ever heard.
I want to join the militia.
So, are you a citizen of the town?
No.
Then Lord Andre won't take you. Sure, you can talk to him, but I don't think he'll make an exception for you.
What's it like with the militia?
Lord Andre is our commander now. The militia used to report to the governor. He had no idea what we do here. But Lord Andre knows what he's doing. He takes good care of the men. Everyone who starts here gets some decent armor and a good weapon. And there are bonuses if you've done a good job. He pays a bounty for every criminal captured.
What are the advantages of one- or two-handed weapons?
Quite simple. With a one-handed weapon, you're faster. That can be a considerable advantage in battle. Two-handed weapons are more ponderous. You have to fight with foresight, but you can do a lot more damage when you're hit.
Let's begin with the training.
Yep, you can learn either. Amazing technological advancement.
Innos be with you, stranger. What brings you to me?
I've come to collect the bounty for a criminal. Canthar the merchant is trying to get rid of Sarah.
Sarah? The weapons merchant in the marketplace?
I was supposed to foist a letter on Sarah, which claimed that she's supplying weapons to Onar.
I see. I shall gladly pay the bounty for that bastard. He is already as good as behind bars.
It is like really cool though that it's like the game didn't say like you have to go to him or you can go to him. You just kind of think about it like a human being.
About those missing people. Just leave me alone with that. I've got other problems.
Why are you paladins in town?
The goals of our mission are secret. I can only tell you that there is no danger for the citizens of the town. You need not worry.
I want to take up service with the paladins.
An honorable request. However, I have my orders only to accept citizens of the town into the militia. My commander is afraid that spies or saboteurs could sneak in. He wants to limit the risk this way. Therefore, you must first be a citizen of the town. Whether this rule makes sense or not is disputable, but orders are orders.
I'm ready to join the militia.
That may be, but you are still not a citizen of this town, and I have my orders.
So is it really a snitch when he was threatening to snitch on me first? I feel like he lost his snitch shielding at that point.
What should I expect with the militia?
Let me make one thing clear. To be a soldier of the militia means much more than strolling through the city in a uniform. It is a dirty and even bloody job. Once you are one of us, a great deal of work will be waiting for you. But it is worth it. Besides the pay, you might someday have the chance of becoming a holy warrior of Innos.
That sounds like working for exposure. Like, someday, maybe, you'll be...
Is there a faster way to join you?
You're really serious about this, aren't you? Good. Listen, I have a problem. If you solve it for me, I shall see to it that you are accepted into the militia. But the most important thing is, you must not breathe a word of it to anyone.
What's your problem?
Recently, there have been a number of thefts in the city. Thus far, we have not been able to capture anyone. The thieves are simply too skillful. The scum know their business. I'm sure that we're dealing with an organized gang. It would not amaze me if there were a thieves guild in Corinus. Find the leaders of the gang and hunt them down. Then I shall see to it that you are accepted into the militia, regardless of whether or not you are a citizen.
Hey,
but you must say nothing about our agreement.
That's pretty cool though, like it's an opportunity to skip the first tier of objectives.
What should I do once I've found one of the thieves?
If it's a matter of a lackey, a henchman, or some small fry, it would be best if you avoid a fight. You should rather come to me and report. I shall then see to it that the fellow winds up behind bars. The city guard could intervene in an open battle, and you would not have the opportunity of explaining to them what is going on. Furthermore, there is a bounty for every rotten apple you put behind bars. However, if you locate the leader's hideout, well, then you probably won't be able to avoid a fight.
Where should I start looking for the thieves?
If I knew that, I'd go there myself. I can only tell you this much. We recently turned the entire harbor district upside down and found nothing. Absolutely nothing. The people there are not very talkative, particularly if you wear the armor of a paladin. But you are an outsider. They will not distrust you so quickly. You could ask around the harbor first, but be careful. If the people there realize that you are working for the paladins, you will learn nothing.
I've got an important message for Lord Hagin.
Well, you stand before one of his men. What is this about?
That I must tell Lord Hagin myself.
Suit yourself. But you should know one thing. Lord Hagin receives only paladins, or those who are in the service to paladins. It is beneath his dignity to waste his time with members of the common folk.
Man, we are having like so many options. Options all over. Pablo. So we have the water mages, the fire mages, the paladins. What should I be going for this time? Oh, maybe we just explore everything.
The guards on the gates are ordered to interpret the law in the strictest sense in order to
He's
prevent
gone.
unauthorized
I
entry.
deleted him from my game. Overpowered.
Who says things like that?
That's not what my husband thinks. You don't say. Ah, there you are again.
Really, how interesting.
Canthar was trying to trick you and to get your booth for himself, but I've turned him over to the city guard.
Then you've made an enemy of a dangerous man. I've known the bastard for a long time, and he's always wanted my place for himself. Take this weapon as a token of my gratitude. Someone's gotta do
I really like this game actually a lot. A lot of the questing is like very not forced. That wasn't that mandatory either.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Pirate Cutlass. Jesus Christ, that's not a bad one. I mean, it's super high strength requirement though.
That's not what my husband thinks.
But that's
He
viable.
can't keep anything to himself.
He can't keep anything to himself. Really, how interesting.
That's terrible.
Welcome, stranger.
These are bad times.
My name is Baltram.
Really, how interesting.
Have you come to stock up on food?
Really, how interesting.
I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. I don't have much in stock right now. But I'll be getting a new delivery soon.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Have you got a job for me?
No, I already have an errand boy. Try the other merchants.
You don't say.
Show me your wares.
Bread, cheese, water, and an amulet of life. Wait, 40 hit points for 400? That's really good, I think.
He'd better shut up.
Because I saw a different one that was like 10 or 20?
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Show me.
He'd better shut up.
Ring of life, yeah, 20 for 200.
Better shut up. That's not what I heard.
Jesus Christ, those two never stop talking.
And he works all day too.
I'm Zurus, master of potions. Do you
Wait,
need an essence of healing or a magic elixir? Then you've come to the right place.
Isn't that Ixaberth?
Everybody knows by now.
I won't tell her a
Do you brew your own potions?
No, I either get them from the monastery or I buy them from Constantino, the alchemist. If you're interested in brewing potions, then talk to him. He needs an assistant. But he's too pig-headed to hire someone himself. He's just as stubborn as a mule. He always passes me when he goes out on the East Gate to collect plants for his potions.
Not what I heard.
Where can I find Constantino?
His chambers are in a tunnel near Herod's smithy. Shouldn't be hard to find.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Where exactly does Constantino gather his herbs?
He always goes through the eastern city gate here and then disappears into the wilderness to the left. He once told me that just about everything grows there, except for King Sorrel.
Has Constantino ever told you where to find King Sorrel?
I once heard him say that the stuff grows near stone circles, near Lobart's farm. That's a farm near the other gate. There's one of those stone circles. I think it's on a hill. It used to be a grave or something.
That's not what I heard.
That's what I've always said.
He had better shut up.
I'm just taking notes like a nurse.
Show me your wares.
Essence of healing. Pure life energy. Complete regeneration.
You don't say.
30. Wow.
He talks too much.
You don't say.
That's not what I heard.
Red pepper.
I won't
Apple tobacco.
from now on.
Divine power of the stars. Small lightning. Twig goblin skeleton.
That's not what my husband thinks.
He can't keep anything to himself.
He simply talks too much.
The security measures for the protection of the upper quarter will be further strengthened. The guards on the gates are ordered to interpret the law in the strictest sense
Come
in
closer.
order to prevent
Take a break and
unauthorized
have a sip
entry.
of cool beer. Lord Andre is springing for a few barrels of free beer. Hey, come closer. The paladins will set everything right. So take another draft and have a good time.
Jeez, okay.
How strange. It seems to me that I have met you before, traveler. Well, great are the mysteries of time and space. Oh, please forgive my rudeness, son of patience. I have not even greeted you yet. Welcome, friend. Take a seat on my humble rugs and enjoy a pipe in peace.
Man, how does this work with Corona?
Who are you?
My name is Abu Jin ibn Jadir ibn Omar Khalid bin Haji al-Sharidi. I am a seer and a prophet, an astrologer and a purveyor of tobacco.
What kind of tobacco do you offer?
My pipes are filled with spicy, refreshing apple tobacco. Help yourself whenever you want, son of adventure.
Do you have other tobacco as well?
I offer only the very best tobacco. This apple blend is a symphony from my homeland, the Southern Isles. But, of course, I'm always open to trying a different sort of tobacco. If somebody should succeed in producing a really good tobacco.
How's that done?
Start with my apple tobacco as a basis.
and then try combining it with another ingredient. This is done at an alchemist's bench, provided you know the essentials of alchemy.
Like tobaccos.
Where can I get apple tobacco?
I shall give you 2 portions. It is up to you, in your wisdom, to do with them whatever you want. If you crave more, then direct your steps toward Suris, the master of potions. He produces this tobacco, and he sells it too.
Can you make me a prophecy?
My services are yours for a modest fee. Oh, father of generosity.
How much do you want?
For a paltry 25 coins. I shall risk a glance through time for you. But remember, the future is always uncertain. All I can do is glimpse some fragments of time.
Do we pay him 25 gold? I was gonna say, like, do you need to wear a mask when pipe sipping?
Order of the Honorable Lord Hagin, the following decree is hereby enacted. Martial law is immediately declared in all cities and regions of the realm. All civilian judges are to hand over their duties to the royal paladins, effective immediately. The Honorable Lord Andre is commanded to punish every crime or act of resistance against the King's guards most severely. Every inhabitant of Corinus who is guilty of...
And the human slew the beast, and it entered into Beliar's realm.
What do you want? I'm not giving anything away.
I'm in need of healing.
Why? Are you injured?
Not really.
Get lost then, or you may well suffer an injury.
Can I sell you some herbs?
If you have any to offer.
I'm looking to become an apprentice.
Really? And with whom are you gonna sign up?
I want to sign up with you as an apprentice.
With me? No! I have already had the dubious pleasure once of grappling with an apprentice. That's quite enough for me. I invested several years in his education, and in the end, the poor fool up and poisoned himself. Go sign up with one of the other masters.
What will I have to do to become your apprentice?
I couldn't bear yet another dilettante on my conscience. There is a multitude of herbs out there. Used in different variations, they develop the most diverse effects. You probably don't even know half of them. Here. This is a list of the most important plants. Bring me a plant of each kind, and I might reconsider taking you in as an apprentice.
I want to sign up with one of the other masters.
You have come to ask my approval? As far as I'm concerned, you can sign up with whoever you like.
Show me your wares.
Knowledge of elixirs healing is required. Mana elixir. Goblin bone, wings, lamp bone. That's funny, I've already reminded you several times in friendliest terms that I urgently require the items I ordered from you a week ago. If I don't hear from you very soon, Sarah, I will be forced to change my attitude toward you. I hope we understand each other. Exclamation marks. Healing plant, healing herb, healing root, fire nut, fire weed, fire root, goblin berry, dragon root, snapper weed, meadow knot weed, king soul. I know where king to find. Let the potential apprentice fetch plants for you. That way you know if he's any good. Regards those. Interesting. They plant this ahead of time. Fireweed. Meadowberry. Snapperweed. Blue Rider healing plant. I wish I could like mark them off. I mean I guess I could if I wanna be a nerd. Good night. I guess I'll record this quits here then. But hey, it was good to finally get to this game. It's been fun. Okay, let's see. We have healing plant, healing herb, healing root, fire nettle, fire weed. Snapperweed, 20 king sorrel, meadow knotweed, goblinberry, and dragonwood. I actually had a dragonwood, but I ate it. I will probably get the sorrel one just because I know where to find it. And then we call it a night. Probably gonna take a long time to get through this whole town. It's a big place. Man, bows are better than not bows. Right, it would be if I hit my shots. Hey, so I have that. And the stone tablet. Stone tablet of life energy.
I can't read that.
It must be extra hit point bonus. Like, it's really confusing because I can only have 64. No, I guess it's not, but it's really vibe. Interesting. Hey, I also found Goblinberry while I'm here. can't just fit. Activate the mechanism. There's a timer, but nothing inside. Interesting. You can actually like see into the town. Pretty cool. So now I just need dragon root and snap meadow, not wheat. No, not snapper. I mean, yeah, dragon root. There we go. It's stuck. Alright, we made it up 2 levels, almost 3 levels. Learned the magic of archery. Got good. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.